All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a look at something why this is powering up or charging this phone. We're going to take a look at this photo, which is very interesting, if I might say myself. He post where this photo came from, what channel, copy, over here, post. All right, we did that. Let's put it in the chat here so you can see this lady's, excuse me, channel. All right, this photo, what's weird about this photo? I don't know whose vehicle is this. There's a very abrupt window in the back, right? Tan. It looks like tan interior, right? Now, this might have been something they had. They had this photo, but everyone might be thinking, well, it's someone else's vehicle. When was it taken? I don't know. We know this much computers, data can be manipulated. So, I can, from this angle, what looks wrong here? Well, the girl in the back is looking with eyes, right? And if you blew this photo up, you would see her face with anger. Something's wrong. Now you're looking at Libby. She took it. Now they're saying that this could be, but right before it, Kelsey's was driving them or whatever. I don't know, but we know this. There's a very abrupt angle on the window of the back seat behind the Abby. And the windows and stuff are the same pretty much as Richards. Now, was this what they had? Well, he's got a black car. It's a hatchback, which has an abrupt angle window like that. There's not room. There's not much room behind her. Well, it's possible, right? This photo was from inside. Well, here's the thing: if it was Richard's car, they know it's Richard's car, and they opened up Richard's car, and the interior was tan, which that could be a special limited edition Ford Focus, black and tan interior with the black outside, which is very sporty and no, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know when this photo was taken. Someone said there's an exhibit something, so they must have had or used this as evidence. Now, whether the girls were already apprehended by the killer and being drove around, I don't know. Or was this after, before? We'll have to do some more search on that. But what do I see in the girl's eyes in the back? Well, she looks angry. She's got squinted eyes. She's looking at somebody that's in the driver's seat with squinted eyes. I mean, I blew it up myself and looked. She's not looking at Libby, and she's not looking into the camera. So who was it? Whose vehicle? We do know this. There's a very abrupt angle on that vehicle, the window behind it. So very well, I don't know. Could it be from inside the killer's car? It could be her sister's car. We'll have to do more and check this out. But yeah, if Richard's interior was tan and black outside, and this was taken, then it very well might be that they knew what was going on. So I don't know. Like I said, whose vehicle? Who knows? But the photo itself is very interesting, and a face tells a tale. They're not smiling. Neither one of these girls are smiling. Hey, we're on our way to the bridge. right? All happy and all. No, no, no. Not these two photos. Straight face. Libby's looking right into the camera, and Abby in the back is squinting eye. Somebody she giving the stink eye to. So something's up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm trying to charge up this phone. Uh, I bet they were mad at Kelsey. They were mad at somebody. Something was going on here. If that's Kelsey's car, if that's Kelsey in that car, I don't know. The back windows do look similar to what we were looking at Richards, and then you had that abrupt angle at the back. Why? Because it was a hatchback, and that's what we're seeing here. I don't know. And it might look like a sunroof at the top, and the headliner. Is that a sunroof? Maybe, I'm not sure. Well, it could be Kelsey's car. They might have been upset at Kelsey or somebody for something. I don't know. But is it me? Or does it look like little Abby has got stink eye going on at somebody? She's not happy with somebody. A face will tell a million story. If these girls were happy, they're not showing it here. I'm not seeing it here in this photo. Not at all. And I don't see no green bandana on either one of these girls. Not yet. No photos of these girls with that green bandana on that they supposedly have. I don't know. I don't know. Very crazy. Very. I'm scared. I've gotten so deep. I went down so many holes that the truth, and it just, I'm petrified. I'm not lying. I'm scared. But, hello, Miss Rebecca Ann. Does it look like these girls are happy to go out on a day off of school? It looks like maybe something is up. Did Richards I'm going to have to look and see if that Ford Focus was a limited edition, special edition, and see if it had a sunroof in it. It's possibly it possibly you could be right, Rebecca, and it's probably Kelsey's something they were upset about. But the one don't have a sweatshirt on; she's got a tie-dye shirt on. But the other one has a gray, what she has in the film, and the t-shirt or the same shirt. So this must have been before they were dropped off, or they're actually in the killer's car already. Now, could that be possible? They had them coming and going. Because remember, they don't have to tell us the truth on anything. That would explain. Oh man, I got a theory going through my head. He goes there, right? He spooks them, whatever, kidnaps them, takes them from there in the car. He don't realize how would he not realize they have a phone unless he made it seem like everything was going to be fine. Oh yeah, film me because he knew, right? I don't know. It's crazy. I've gone too deep. I want to get out. It's crazy. But these girls don't look happy. That's all I'm saying. They don't look happy. Still, in none of these footages have I seen a green bandana on either one of these girls. Is this before the murders? Or are they actually sitting in the murderer's car? And maybe this is why they were saying they were a hero. And if this is true, then they are heroes. Because she's taking photographs inside the car. Like I said, if they would, if they looked, if they already had the information and his VIN number, they would have looked up and seen exactly that car is a limited edition, special edition, black on the outside, and tan interior, and they would have been bingo. And then once they confiscated the car and opened it up and seen tan interior, well, bingo. or it's Kelsey's vehicle, but whatever it is, the back window has got an abrupt angle to it. Uh, a certain angle, somewhat like the hatchback of a Ford Focus. So I'm not sure. Yes, going to the bridge. Then they were going to the bridge, but I still ain't seeing a green bandana, and they ain't happy. This photo ain't saying they're happy, is it? I don't know. We'll see. All right, folks, I'll be back. I'm waiting for this phone to charge up so I can go film this water tower that is completely covered in a giant tarp. It looks like it's a cage. Looks they have it set up like it's a cage, and then they put the tarp over the cage. Looks incredible. We might have a new King Kong movie. They might be able to use this footage or these photos, but it looks pretty cool. Rebecca, your opinion? Do you think they're happy in this photo that they have a day off? Uh, or do they look like they're upset? I'm not seeing smiles. I'm not seeing hugs. I'm not seeing. Usually, when girls are happy and that we're going to the bridge, they got smiles on their face, and it's me, Abby, right? Looks like she's crying. I don't know. Maybe something ain't right. There's been witnesses just a while ago that said they thought they seen Kelsey on her. I don't know. Could be the spirit or something with one of the girls, but either that or they're working on another movie or something or other than me, which I'm not working on no movie. I'm an adult like it. So I don't know. Who knows? It's somebody's car. If they're saying it's Kelsey's, then she might have a similar vehicle that looks like might have a hatchback or something on it, or it might be just a regular Ford Focus or something like that, or a Chrysler or something. Maybe a oh, it looks like a Ford, maybe with the windows in the back, maybe a Ford. That might be a Ford Focus, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure. I have to look at this more. We didn't see this photo. I've never seen this photo before until now. Like it's come out, right? I'm like, yeah, they got him, right? That might have been exactly before they passed away. So there might be more footage. I mean, why I'm saying this is because in the beginning of this, uh, there was rumors, something about uh, they might have filmed it, a snuff thing or a bunch of kitty thingy jiggers, whatever they call them around there. I don't know, man. I'm stumped with it. And this just came out. I've never seen this before. I've never seen this photo before on all these cases. All these videos. I've never seen this. I mean, is this recent? Kelt says never seen this. Enlarged the right eye looks like a tear. Maybe this might be what they were talking about. Uh, that there was stuff they couldn't release and footage they couldn't release because it was too gory. My question is, if they filmed this whole thing, why didn't he take the phone? How could he have not known they were filming? I mean, when he comes up on her on the bridge, she's got the phone out, right? He says something to her, and she says, huh? Or something. And he comes up, and she's got the phone. How could he have not seen? She was talking as he's coming up. This is where we go down. This is where this is. He had to know. Someone, I don't know. They might be monkeying with us. There ain't no way he didn't know they were being filmed. And if he knew they were being filmed, and he left the phone behind, uh, an idiot. Maybe he did try getting into the phone to erase everything, but he couldn't, and he just left the phone there. Stupid move, because we wouldn't be here today if they didn't have that phone. If they didn't have that phone, whether it was a planted phone or what, would we be here today? Is my question. Probably not, ladies and gentlemen. Just like the other 23 or 28 cases that went unsolved for a long time. Very well, possibly. So, wow, did he get the phones mixed up, man? I don't know. Did he think he was grabbing the phone? Maybe he dropped the wrong phone, or someone dropped the wrong phone, or and they took the. I don't know. That's crazy, man. This is freaky stuff. What do you think there, Kelp? Anyone listening, voice your opinions. What do you think? Is this before the murders, or is it after? Is our question. Too bad we didn't have the VIN number of Richard Allen's vehicle. We can look the VIN number up, and it would tell us exactly what was in that car. If it was a limited edition, if it had tan interior, uh, if it was a special edition motor, everything. It would have gave us the plant it was produced. It would have gave us where it came from, the car dealer. They would have tracked that whole vehicle to see who had it. And if it ended up in Richard Allen's lap, it ended up in Richard Allen's lap. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end this video. I hope I didn't offend anybody. But just like I said, can you even trust the creators that put this out? This was from before the murders in Kelsey's car. Um, we don't know from what angle is the picture taken. Well, it's obvious she's in the passenger seat in the front seat, looking back. But what I'm saying is it's flipped. They flipped it. They must have, because she wasn't old enough to drive. So we know she's got to be in a passenger seat. We know this. I have to go another. Be safe, John. Yes, be safe. So it might be flipped. Because Kelsey would be sitting where Libby is now. Do you guys understand? I'm sure they weren't driving on the left-hand side. The steering wheel is on the right side. It would be where Libby is sitting, the front seat. But we're not in England. We're not in Australia. We're in America, where the steering wheel is on the left side. Correct? Correct. So they flipped it. The video or the footage, the photo you're seeing right now has been flipped. And I do see what looks like a sunroof at the top, whether it's Kelsey's or whoever's vehicle it is. But we know this. She was not old enough to drive, or did she drive? No, she wasn't old enough to drive. So she has to be in the passenger seat. Which there is a setting on the phone. If you don't set that setting on the phone, even on a computer, what does it do? It produces a reverse video or photo. So if you don't hit that, if you don't adjust it, it'll put out reverse flipped photos. Does that make sense to anybody? Anybody out here? Is there anybody out there? And it has to be that way. She's sitting in the passenger seat. The photos flipped backwards, whatever you want to call it. Because how do we know this? Because she's not old enough to drive, and it don't look like she's driving. Does that make sense to anybody? And there is an abrupt, steep angle to that back window that is similar to some kind of an SRB or a hatchback or SUV. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be back later. I'm calling on all my angels. Protect me. You folks have a great day. God bless. All glory goes to God. Thanks for another day. Forgive me of my sins. And one day at a time. Hopefully this phone charges up before the sun goes down so I can get the footage of this incredible water tower, the painting. And they're doing it right. They're sandblasting it. And then they're right behind the sandblasters, wiping down and shooting it with primer. The whole thing was in primer the other day. They revealed it just in primer. I was like, dun, 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 dun. We should have had lights going. I don't know why this little town is not on board. We should have had spotlights going and spinning around and everything, and then focus the spotlights on the water tower. Ladies and gentlemen, we give you the eighth wonder of the world. Our own LaGrange King Kong. Oh, it would have been great. They never listen. All right, you folks have a great day. God bless. I'll be back.